English teacher, when Pastor Rachel asked me to speak, I wrote a doctoral dissertation. And with her help, hopefully I've gotten it down to that we won't still be listening to me at 11 o'clock. My name is Debbie Golden. My husband and I are both employees and volunteers at Lutheran Family Services here in Albuquerque, and I came here this morning to talk to you about something that's already happening in your building. And this something is gospel-based, and we're all familiar with Matthew's, and I was a stranger, and you invited me in. And St. Timothy's has already done that. So I want to speak briefly about how we're already here and how we'd like to wiggle in a little more. Every Tuesday and Thursday morning, from 9:30 to 12, your back room, the very back, turns into a language lab. Casey, you all know Casey, and his trusted companion, Cuesta, and I teach an English class. We do a lot of things in English class. We share simple poetry. We sing songs. We role-play real-life situations like dialing 911. And of course, we explore the complexities of English and the grammar. But there's a lot more than learning English involved. St. Tim's has become a safe spot for the refugees that our agency serves. It's a place to greet me, it's a safe zone, and it's a place where they can find. You are one block off of Central, and you don't know what a blessing that is if you rely on the buses for transportation. We started with a handful of newcomers. We would have 2 tables. Now, every Tuesday morning, we have to go borrow 3 more tables. We're up to a rather boisterous group of 5 tables. Your site here is the perfect place for a language lab. Your large windows allow us to look outside. That is how we learn weather words. That is how we track the change of seasons. In December, we took a field trip to your sanctuary because the young Afghani women were asking me, why are there trees in our apartment offices? A Somali man with no English was jumping up and down, pointing to your camels and your nativity and screaming, Somalia, Somalia. So they make these connections in very strange ways. A group of Afghani women and I sat in your easy chairs out there in this space right behind the sanctuary, and we looked through bags of clothing for them and learned the names of the clothing that people had donated to us. On Fridays, that same space turns into Job Club. And at Job Club, people come, they learn how to write resumes. They have interpreters. They learn how to apply for jobs. They practice interview questions. So who are these newcomers that you so graciously host 3 mornings a week? They are classified as refugees, and for various reasons, they cannot return to their home countries. Some of these reasons are economic, some are because of nationality, many are because of religion, some are because of political opinion, and some are because of membership in a particular social group. Many have waited 5 to 10 years with families in refugee camps. Many come with family members and some come alone. All have experienced tremendous losses, but all come with hope. Currently, there are estimated to be 15.4 million refugees in the world, and that does not include people who are displaced within their own borders. And the situation seems insurmountable until you look at each person at a time. We have a fisherman and a cardiac nurse from Cuba. We have a teacher from Iraq, a homemaker and a taxi driver from Afghanistan. We have a farmer from Somalia, a clothes designer, a university student, all just in our little class, one class from Lutheran Refugee Services. So how can we help these individuals fix their shattered lives one at a time? You have already provided us with a space, so each and every one of you are already involved, whether you know it or not. And also, for those of you who don't know this, you also housed our elementary school program in the summer. And another one of your congregation, Michelle Benton, was instrumental in setting up and sustaining that program. But there are other opportunities opportunities to get involved. You can get involved as an individual, as a family group, as a small group, or your entire congregation. You can get involved as a one-time deal or a regular deal. You can get involved as an on-needed basis. We need household goods. We need cultural mentors. We need job club coaches. And we need English tutors. Now, I didn't show this part of the speech to my boss, but the English program is the most fun, and it's the most satisfying, and it's the one that I strongly encourage you to participate in. You're not taking this, I hope. And finally, of course, you can help through prayer. Walking beside our newcomers in their journey through prayer, advocating for justice, for dignity, compassion, and respect. Now, I know this is a Lutheran church, and I know about Lutherans, and I know that you're having food afterwards. At least that's what I was promised. So my husband and I would love to speak with each and every one of you. We have pamphlets, we have information, and learning more about refugees and how we all fit into this paradigm. I'd like to conclude with a scripture from chapter 13, letter to the Hebrews. Continue to love your sisters and brothers. Don't neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing so, some have entertained angels without knowing it. I'd like to extend an invitation to each and every one of you to stop by on Tuesday or Thursday or Friday mornings and come and meet some of our angels. On behalf of all of us at LFS, we'd like to extend our heartfelt gratitude for what you've already done, for what you're going to do, and for your prayers. And I pray that this important relationship flourishes and grows. Thank you very much.